Hello and welcome back to the Apocalypse. Vormithrax here, and this is episode number 31 in our Cataclysm game, the prison escape scenario. So we're standing next to our hope-to-be future mobile death fortress, the RV, and if we take a look at our map, this is the city that we've been in, so if you've been following along in the series, you should be pretty familiar with this. So we're trying to fix up this RV so we can have a mobile base that we can travel around in and give up any reliance on a traditional static base that's going to stay in one place. So we're trying to get this RV up and running, and we've got a few places to go visit, things to go do. So right now, we just got back from our last episode and run. We got some meat cooked up. I just finished eating and drinking right before the episode started, just to top that off. And inventory-wise, we've got pretty much our normal set of gear. We're not carrying a whole bunch that weighs much. A little bit of food and water, our medical supplies. We've got our forked spear, got our Thompson submachine gun over our shoulder, and our hunting knife, so we're okay for weapons. Got a little damage to our spear, but I'm not too worried about it yet. Alright, we've got our cart just below us, and we've got a bunch of stuff in there. I think I'm going to grab the cart, drag it up here. Let's unload some of this stuff. So we'll go from the cart to there. I'm going to keep the Glock and Saiga. These are my spare rounds. Actually, not much I'm going to drop off, just some of the things we've used up. So, got quite a bit of volume being taken up. A lot of that is from things like the quarterstaff and the cooked meat. We've got 4 bottles of water in there as well. Some of that we'll use up, so let's check. Do I have... Don't have any jerry cans in there. I'm trying to remember if I've got jerry cans laying around somewhere that I can use to transfer some items around. There, we got a steel jerry can to the northeast. Thought I had one. Gallon jug and a jerry can. Alright, let's relocate this stuff so it's obvious where that thing's at. Drop this down on this pile. Alright, we're going to have to reorganize some piles of inventory here. I want the jerry can, but I just want to throw it in the cart. So we'll go from there to the cart. There we go. So, that gives me 20 liters of carrying capacity. It also nearly maxes out what we can put in the cart. But what I want to look at is the vehicle. So we've got 3 tanks installed. I do want 1 more tank at a minimum. And we've got a 6.5 liter V8 engine that we swapped out for it. So I know it's in good condition. So we want to load this thing up with some gas. I need gas so that we can both run it to get our battery storage battery up. And we're going to install more batteries as well. But that way we have power to run tools and machinery that we're going to get installed in this thing. So we've got a gas station right next door. I think this would be a good time to run over there real quick and take a look at it. I think it's just right around this corner. Alright, where's it at? It's right below us a couple? Yep, just down this way. Alright, so here we go. I think these are all standard gas. So we'll say yes, pour into a container, the jerry can. Okay. I think that emptied it out. Whoa, I think we filled up our jerry can. Yep, we filled up the jerry can and there were still some left in this pump. So let's go ahead and take this back. We're going to have to make a few trips here. not very far, so this shouldn't be a problem. Alright, fill that tank with the gas. Alright, that puts us up to 51%. That's 30 liters in just that one gas tank, so we can carry 20 liters in this jerry can. It's a pretty good amount. So let's head back down to this pump. We still got quite a few to go through. And it does say here how much you're going to get. I believe that's 8 liters. There's 7 more. We're getting a pretty good amount. I think that, yep, that topped us off. We've got some left, so we're going to get a good supply of gas out of this. I'm really happy that that gas station is so close. Alright, refill that tank. We're up to 84%. That's got to be 84% of that one tank that has gas in it, so it's kind of misleading. We're up to 50 liters in the one tank, so another trip will fill that one and we'll start in on tank number 2. I want to have 2 full tanks of gas, ideally. Alright, I've forgotten which tank I was on. Out of order. There we go. Almost 4 more liters in there. 6 liters in this one. Oh, that's a diesel. That's what I couldn't tell is in the dark. Is slightly different in coloration. So we got 1 diesel. These are all regular. I can tell this is darker than this. Otherwise, they're pretty similar graphics. It's hard to tell at night. Alright, so... Alright, so we got 15 or so liters, so that will completely top off with a little bit of extra. And we still got 1... How much diesel was in there anyway? 6 liters. So, decent amount of diesel should we need it. Go ahead and finish topping these off. Fill that one there. And we'll work on the second one. There. Alright. 65 liters of gas. Cool. That is a good amount of gas. I might fire this thing up and just let it run for a little bit so we can get the battery system charged up. Before I do that, let's... Did I bring any other batteries down this way? That is the crane. I think this is the old motor. Oh, nope, that's the alternator. I might want to throw another alternator on this. We'll hold off on that for now. Alright. I am definitely going to need to relocate some stuff. I got too much random crap laying around. Alright, storage battery. Dispose in inventory. We're going to install this storage battery down where we've got... Let's see here, where to put this. Do I want to put it with the solar panels? I don't think I do. We're going to be redesigning this whole RV, so I'm trying to think. For now, I'm not too concerned. I can always rip this thing out and put it back in. Let's do install. So we've got the case and the storage battery. That'll make things easier. I wanted interior. Well, let me put it here. No, it won't. Let's put it... Well, let me put it there. Yeah, it will. Cool. We'll put it in the kitchen unit space for now. So storage battery case. And then install the swappable storage battery. Oh, I've got another one nearby too, do I? Cool. Do the one I'm carrying. Alright, and then we'll do another case. And another battery. Alright, now we're talking. Oh, that's just a... Oh, that was the original one. So wherever that storage battery's at that doesn't have the case, I want to get a swappable storage case installed. Yeah, right there. Alright, so I'll have to remember that. Let me make a note of that one. Alright. But now we've got a whole lot more energy potential that we can store. And we've got gas. Are there other gas stations nearby? I'm actually going to mark this one off. We've got all the standard gas out of it. This tiny amount of diesel I'll deal with later if we need it. Don't think there are very many other gas stations down this end of town. A little hard to tell and to see from the coloration of the little arrow. There's one I see right here in the middle of town, right there. There's another one just north of that. There's one right here. Oh, that's an abandoned storefront. How about that one right there? There's a gas station. So there's one on the outskirts right there. So that one would be worth driving around to get to. So there are 3 or 4 more here in town, but most of them are buried right in the middle of town where I haven't cleared yet. Alright, so let's take a look again here. Starting from the front, what I need to make sure is that we've got how to do this. Alright, stand here, all find welding. So I've got my makeshift welders down to 25 charges. I've got 3,600 or so in battery power still, but I want to change how I'm going to do that. I don't think I have the skill yet to make either the skill or the book that will give me the ability to make, unfortunately, the battery mod that lets me use different kinds of batteries in my tools. I've got the extra battery mod that just doubles the amount of batteries that a particular tool can hold, but that doesn't actually change what kind of batteries it uses. So I'm missing a book, really. There's a book with some recipes in it that gives you the ability to make some cool electronics gear. So that's the primary thing I'm missing. What's my electronics skill at? I'm only at skill 2 as well. That's probably the other part of the problem. I may actually have the book and just don't have the skill. I've got what's a transistor. I think that actually gives me this. Yeah, that gives me the recipes that I'm talking about. I just don't have the high enough skill yet. Power converter, UPS conversion mod, battery compartment mod. So yeah, so I've got the book. I just need to raise my electronics skill. Alright, and that book will do it. That'll get me to skill 3. I'm not sure that's high enough to build some of the things I need. So we're going to put that on the priority list, because if I can get that skill and the book available with the recipe, I can make battery compartment mods, which lets you modify tools that use standard batteries to allow them to use car batteries and the smaller storage batteries that hold much, much greater charges. And those you can recharge. You just install them back in your vehicle, and then they'll either charge up via the solar panels, or when the engine's running, the alternators will charge up your batteries. So it's a renewable resource, and you'll burn gasoline when you burn the engine, but usually you can get enough gas to not have to worry too much about it. But then you're not having to constantly search for batteries, the standard batteries. So it will benefit us hugely as an alternate fuel source or energy source for the various tools that we're going to be using a lot of battery charge for. So, towards that end, we need to do some book reading. We need to continue to upgrade this vehicle. I do have enough standard battery charges that I can do some work on it. I think we've got it to the point where it's drivable now. Engine compartment looks awesome. We've got our 6.5 liter V8 engine powering it. I do eventually want to throw an electrical motor on here that we can run off just the electrical power, especially once we get a bunch of solar panels on it. Preferably solar arrays and or upgraded solar panels. But otherwise, the interior is looking really good. All of these spaces are wonderful. Front end needs some repair work. Windshield and frames got some damage. So we'll need to do some general welding work across the whole thing. I do want to get one more tank in there also. Alright, so from memory and from my notes, we need a headlight, we need at least one more vehicle tank, solar panels, a couple more battery cases and batteries, the storage batteries out of solar vehicles, then a whole mess of solar panels, of course. We'll always be on the lookout for those. And then whatever mods we're going to put in here. So, namely, initially, I would want to get cargo space mods. And we're going to have to figure out just how we're going to reorganize this thing. Oh, I've got the cart. Alright, so this front area is not going to change much. I'm going to put a UPS recharging station right here, but otherwise we'll have the... Actually, I don't even need a second seat. We're playing a psycho murder hobo. I'm not going to have any NPCs, so I don't really need this second seat, so we can turn this into something. We've got our kitchen unit. The refrigerator, I can live without. I usually preserve most of my food long term, so I don't really care about the refrigeration mostly. So I might rip that out, throw in a chemistry station instead, turn this kitchen station into a Food Co. kitchen buddy that's got even more capabilities. So we'll have hopefully a Food Co. kitchen buddy, a chemistry station, vehicle welding rig somewhere on here once we get the skill in the books. And then the rest of it is pretty much freeform. The reason this place back here is valuable is just for the ability to sleep back here in an enclosed space. But if it's just me, I don't need 4 bed positions. So I might turn this whole area into a mass storage space, all 9 spaces filled with inventory items. Or 8 spaces with inventory items and 1 space with tools, a UPS recharging station and or vehicle welding rig and that kind of thing. So I'll have to do some thinking. If it's just us and I don't have to worry about NPCs, we've got a lot of options. I won't need all these seats, and these tables are all useless. The aisles will get ripped out. So we've got quite a bit of work we're going to do in here. I'm just not 100% sure how I want to organize it yet. Alright, so what can we get in the short term done though? We've got a good start on gasoline, batteries. I'm thinking of starting this up and letting it run for a bit while I get the inventory sorted out and pull away some of these bodies and random junk that's cluttering up my work area. That way we can get some battery charge built up, and we'll be in the area just in case the motor noise attracts any zombies that we can deal with them. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. We'll just turn on the engine. Alright, engine is started, and I'm just going to let it run. So our battery, we're at 5433 currently. So let me jot down a quick reminder here, and we'll check it again in just a bit. So 5433. Alright, let's just move some stuff around real fast. So we're going to set this to all, that's to that direction, and get it all away from my vehicle. Alright, and we'll do another space or two. Tired of looking at it. Okay. Now down here, I think that is all junk as well. Pretty much so. Oops, don't need that. Alright, and power of the advanced inventory. Once you get used to it and you understand how to work it, it's pretty valuable for this kind of work. Alright, this engine is the old diesel engine. I'm going to leave it here for now. It's out of the way enough. That's the alternator. I think I'll eventually end up installing that. I think it assists, having multiple alternators will assist in providing electrical power. I'm not 100% on the exact mechanics of it, but let's see what happens if I try to install another alternator here. Not sure it'll even let me without having an engine to attach it to. Let's pick it up and then try it. So if I try to install it in the same place as existing ones, yeah, it doesn't even list it on the list here. If I try to move it to another position, yeah, I think you have to have a motor to attach it to. So you install an engine, and then you can install an alternator in that position. So I think I'll have to wait on that. So we'll just leave it. Yeah, I'm not going to drive this thing yet, so we'll leave it right there. Alright, this is the crane. We'll go ahead and just drag it off to the side a bit. Actually, let's go ahead and grab this thing, drop it right here. Alright, now for all of this stuff. Sideboard, bottle jack and the wheel, perfectly fine where it's at. We'll grab the gallon jug and drop it onto one of these two piles. Alright, these two are my main material piles. They're not organized in any particular way. Let's go ahead and just sort them into the same pile. We'll put them both right there. Alright, that took some time to do. Alright, so now we got one big pile of stuff. I don't have it organized in any way, shape, or form, just a whole bunch of random stuff that we've been picking up. Now it's all in one spot. And we've got, oops, we've got something underneath our cart here as well. Oh, more junk. Grab the cart, drag it out of the way. Alright, that's the kind of stuff I want to get out of here. So from here to here. Alright. What's under the seat here? Grab that, just to make sure everything's cleared out. And I think that's just the pillow. Alright, so RV is clear. We'll drop a few items here. Peppermint patties, we'll keep that. Drop that. Alright. Okay. Now I'm feeling a little better. So we got our big pile of stuff, and I'll probably end up sorting this out into its various normal piles until we get the RV figured out and get some cargo spaces put in here. Just debating where I'm going to sleep in this thing. It's nice having this back room that you can shut the door and close the curtains on the windows and have a nice enclosed space. But you don't technically need it. You can just sleep right on your chair here. Just pop a blindfold on when you want to go to sleep, and that keeps the daylight from keeping you awake. I don't technically need a dedicated sleeping space. I've got heavy sleeper as well. I don't have anything that will keep me from sleeping very well, so alternatively I could rip this seat out, make this a bed, and that way I'd have a bed to sleep in. Same thing, I just apply a blindfold before I try to go to sleep. But the benefit back here also is that monsters can't see you. So I do have wander spawns turned on. Before I do a bunch of work on this vehicle, ripping things out, because basically I'm going to rip out all of these aisle lights, I'm going to rip out all of these tables and chairs, all of that stuff I know for sure can go. Then I'll probably I don't know, I'm still debating that back area. But this will take a while to actually get all this done. How's our vehicle doing? We're up to 5335, so we've gained 2% battery, lost 1% fuel so far. I'm fine with that for now. We've got some gas to burn. We don't have any long-range trips planned at the moment. We've got some more gas stations we can get from, or get some gas from vehicles as well. Okay, what else do I want to get done real quick? So we got some good organization done around the vehicle. We got the batteries installed. I do want to put one more tank in. There. Alright, to do that, let me grab the cart. I've got the jerry can if I need to grab anything. Liquid. Toolbox is in there. Crowbar's in there. I'm not going to do much looting, so that will give me what I need between that and my inventory here to siphon any gas out of vehicles. Let's run up here real quick. I think I've already grabbed everything out of this. So let's check these other. I know there's another vehicle or two up here. Alright. Faulty engines. Got a battery and an alternator. We'll leave those for now. It's got a tank. It's damaged. I'd rather get one that's not damaged if I have the option. That'd just be another thing to try to repair. And if it's damaged too much, it'll leak. I'm going to leave that alone for the moment. There's a perfectly clean one with a 4.8 liters of gas in it. This one's got two tanks. I might grab them both. Where's the other one? Right there. That one's damaged pretty bad. So let's examine it, siphon into our jerry can. Then we will remove the good tank. 4:30 in the morning, so the sun's going to be coming up pretty soon. I'm going to ignore that other tank that's heavily damaged. Alright, don't need anything else out of this, I don't think. No. Alright, so let's... Can I fit that into the cart? I'm not sure I can. Nope. Alright, go ahead and grab it. We'll run it back down here real fast. And let's drop it into... We'll make this our vehicle parts pile next to our crane. Alright, we've got another tank. That will be tank number 4. That's what I usually want as a base. Ideally, I'd get a couple of, or at least one, possibly two, of the 200-liter tanks off the back of the APCs that are in the world. And get those mounted on the back here. That would be the best, if I could manage that. We'll be on the lookout there. Let me check my notes for vehicles and such nearby. I know about the ambulance. This one is the spider basement. That's the police station where I failed the computer check. There's an APC, no engine with grenade launcher. I might run up there real quick. There's a fire truck next to it with 20 liters of gas. Alright, so let's examine our vehicle here, refill that gas tank with the gas that we just found. Then we're going to run up that way. Maybe we can get up there before dawn hits. Let's make sure we have safe mode on. Area should be fairly clear. Whoops. Hello, solar vehicle. How's your motor doing? Where's your motor at? Where are you hiding it? Alright, I do need that battery case. And battery. We got... That one's good. Yeah, this thing's pretty trashed. I'm gonna make a note here. Alright, I want to visit these other ones first. Alright, that's what I want right there. I want these two things. Hanging off the back. 200-liter gas tanks. Unfortunately, they're damaged. One of them's good. And we've got 48 liters of diesel fuel. I'd be willing to take one of these that has the diesel in it and mounting it to the back of my RV. That way we have a ready source of diesel fuel when we need it. I could make one of the tanks gas, one of the tanks diesel. That would free up the smaller 60-liter tanks for juggling clean water, dirty water, whatever other liquids that I might need in my workshop actions. So, how to do this. These things are super heavy if I remember right, so it's going to be a bit of a bear moving these unless I bring the RV up here. And trying to maneuver it around all these streets is going to be hard. Let's first try to siphon into the steel jerry can. Too much fuel here. Now we're going to fill just this one from the jerry can. Problem is, it's not... Alright, I do have that one. I've got the damaged one emptied now, so that's fine. So we're going to fill that. Alright, that'll work. So if I want to remove that, 24 minutes, no problem. Go ahead and remove it. Alright, sun has come up. Now I have to be more careful. And there we have our steel drum. That's what you use to build the external tank. I hope I have the skill to actually convert that into the external tank when I get it over to the RV. Alright, we'll pick it up in our arms, and we're going to have to do this one at a time. So... we got zombies coming already. Drop here. Wield. Spear. Alright, don't see anything else. Keep moving. Whoa! As he jumps out of the building at me. Can I outrun this guy? I think I can. Luckily, the steel drum doesn't weigh so much that it weighs me down tremendously. Alright, we'll just drop it back here. And wield our spear again. Alright, I'll let him... He's lost interest again, it looks like. Alright, does it let me actually try to install this? So if I go to the back of the vehicle here and say install... I'd expect it to be under cargo. Alright, there it is. External tank. So we need the steel drum we've got. We need a welder, which we can do. And that's it. So yes, we're going to be able to install these. Awesome. That will be perfect. Now this one is going to be damaged, so we'll need to install it, then repair it, then fill it. But I'll wait on that. So how's our vehicle doing? 5638, so we're 56 gas? We went from 54 to 56? How did we gain gas? I'm not crazy. I wrote down 5433 originally. So how are we at 56% gas now? And I haven't changed anything in the vehicle. I'm a little confused. We seem to have generated 2 extra % of gasoline. Unless I'm losing my mind. And we've gained 5% on our battery charge. Well, I'm not sure what's happening there. I like the progression, the direction it's going. So... Alright, let's go back and get that other tank. I'm really excited about getting both of those tanks. That'll go a long way. Whoops. Stop running. Am I overburdened? I'm not overburdened. Why was I running out of stamina? Huh. Not sure what was going on there. But it's very nice that we've got the street section cleared. So let's go ahead and grab this one now. Remove external tank. Anything else I want to grab? I'd love to get all this composite armor and such, but we're going to leave it alone. I guess technically I could actually get this thing running. Got a bad engine and bad controls. I'll probably find more. I'll just leave this one alone. I'm thinking of grabbing the camera system though. I can grab the camera system and the cameras. It runs electricity to use it, but it would help out with visibility, especially if I'm locked up in my little bedroom area. For the moment though, this is our main goal, so let's go ahead and get that and get this part done. Oh, this one's full of gas. This one's heavy. Alright, so this one's going to build up some pain as we try to run it back. Yeah, our speed is 77. Pain is building. Alright, let's go ahead and just drop it here next to this one. So we've got 48 liters of gasoline, or diesel. Alright. We're very hungry, or we're hungry and very thirsty. Let's go ahead and take care of that problem. Okay. Alright, how are we doing time frame wise? We're running a little long, so I think I'll call the episode to a close here. But we've made some good progress, so we got some good work done on our vehicle. We got it gassed up pretty well. Now it's back to 55 and 40, so it went down 1% and we gained some more energy. So I don't know what's up with that gas gauge, but it's a little fickle. But I think we're doing good there, so we're getting a good charge up on our batteries, so once those get fully charged up, we'll just be ready to go. I need to get my electronic skill up so we can hopefully make those battery conversion mods. If we can get that done, that'll go a long ways towards giving us a lot more variability in our tools. So I'm looking forward to that. We got these two 200-liter tanks we're going to weld onto the back of our vehicle. That's going to pretty much finish off our needs for liquid storage. I'll keep one topped up with gas, and the other one will be our diesel storage for various uses and or for alternate vehicles. And then we'll use these internal tanks for holding clean water, dirty water, and other things. I still do want to get one more 60-liter tank installed, and that'll be it. So we'll have 4 60-liter tanks and the 2 200-liter tanks, and we'll be good to go. This will be our rolling home base fortress. We'll still need to fix up a different vehicle for actual scouting runs and clearance runs. Probably a Humvee or an an APC, armored personnel carrier, something along that lines. So we'll see what we can do and go from there. So that's it for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it and the series as a whole. Please do make sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe options. And as a favor, if you have not yet, please jump over to Twitch and follow my channel on Twitch. It would help me out greatly. I'm trying to grow my audience over there, and I need to reach a certain minimum number of followers. You don't even have to watch the videos on Twitch if you're not normally doing so, but just taking a minute or two to hop over there, create an account if you don't have one, and hitting the follow button will benefit me greatly. So it would help me out. Otherwise, I hope to see you in future episodes. You can chat with me in the Discord channel I've got linked below, or follow me on any of the other social media contacts that are listed, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.